We start with the recent police shootings in Albuquerque and really all around New Mexico. Now the state's main law enforcement academy is changing its curriculum for cadets.
That's right. The changes are aimed at reducing encounters that involve deadly force. The New Mexico Law Enforcement Academy has adopted new training techniques that it hopes could cut down on police shootings. However, other changes include reducing the amount of time cadets spend in the academy. They have gone from 22 weeks to 16. Things have not slowed down for APD. The backlash and protests continue. It all started with the shooting of a homeless camper in the foothills.
The YouTube posting by the international hacker group called Anonymous is now threatening cyber attacks on the Albuquerque police website. In fact, this has 25,000 views, triple what it was just Wednesday night.
Anonymous grabbed your cannons and aimed them at Albuquerque police websites. APD, you now have the full attention of Anonymous.
The anonymous posting here includes the APD video of the deadly shooting of James Boyd in the foothills. That was almost 2 weeks ago. The city is taking the threat of cyber attacks very seriously, but won't say exactly what it's doing to prepare or counter for them. And tonight, one of the groups behind this big protest in downtown Albuquerque about APD's shooting of James Boyd is holding a strategy meeting, and you can go. The group is called ANSWER, which stands for Act Now to Stop War and Racism. It says it wants to keep the momentum going against what it calls police brutality. The group wants officers Dominic Perez and Keith Sandy to be charged with murder for Boyd's death. They were the two involved. The meeting starts at 7 at 305 Washington Street in Southeast Albuquerque. And of course, keep it right here on News 13 for continuing coverage of everything going on with APD right now. You can get much more online at KRQE.com.
The state police officer who shot at a 72-year-old man who was driving the wrong way on the interstate has been cleared of any wrongdoing. Motorists reported Albert Udban going the wrong way on I-25 near Las Vegas back in January. Well, police were able to pull him over, but they say he then took off, hitting the officer's vehicle. Officer Jonathan Wright then shot Udban. He survived. The district attorney ruled that the shooting was justified, saying that the officer helped save other officers and motorists. An Albuquerque parent is accusing a school bus driver of bullying kids. She says her son was targeted and was reduced to tears. Now, the mother, who wants to remain anonymous, says that the driver has been yelling and scaring the school kids on his bus. She claims that on Wednesday, things got worse.
And he told all the kids to get off the bus, and I had to stay on the bus when I didn't do nothing wrong. And then I started crying, and he said, "Oh, so you're gonna go run into your little mommy?" And then I started feeling bad, and when I got off the bus, I started crying.
The school district says the bus driver told his supervisor a different story, that he disciplined the child for not staying in his seat and for bothering another child. The driver is still on the job today. The mother says she called police Wednesday and is waiting to file a police report.
A UNM student gets a rude welcome when he gets back from spring break and finds a swastika painted on his dorm room door. A few weeks earlier, the student says someone left an ugly and anonymous note on his door after he apparently got upset about noise in the dorm. Police say they do not know who is behind the swastika, but they and the university are investigating. Well, UNM Medical Clinic that performs abortions has moved.
And anti-abortion protesters have followed. Restaurant and hotel owners in this area off of Yale say they are worried after getting graphic postcards warning of that abortion clinic moving into their neighborhood.
It's just not a good look for Albuquerque as a whole to have tourists come off the airplane and see hundreds of people picketing on your main stretch of street about abortion and pro-life.
Project Defending Life is the anti-abortion group behind the postcards. UNM says its Center for Reproductive Health, which offers many services, including abortions up to 22 weeks, made the move last weekend from the Heights. In a statement, UNM says that all of its clinics are committed to providing a safe and supportive environment to its patients and are committed to being good neighbors. Almost 1 million jars of peanut butter are being dumped in a landfill in Curry County. The $2.6 million worth of peanut butter was produced by the Sunland Peanut Butter Company before it went bankrupt. According to a bankruptcy trustee, the peanut butter was made for Costco, which refused to take the shipment or donate it to a food bank. Sunland Inc. was at the center of a 2010 salmonella outbreak. which led to a nationwide recall.
Okay, 5:37. This is getting a lot of talk this morning. A year after Steve Alford left UNM high and dry for UCLA, now there's word that his replacement, rookie head coach Craig Neal, is a hot commodity and being wooed by another big school. CBS Sports says University of South Florida, the Bulls, is going after Neal and going hard. Mr. Neal is starting his second year of his 5-year deal. It pays him $750,000 a season. And USF, which is based in Tampa, Florida, would have to pony up $1 million to buy out Neal from UNM. Athletic Director Paul Krebs told the Albuquerque Journal Neal would not be getting a raise despite his success as a rookie head coach. USF was about to hire a new coach for more than $1 million earlier this week, but then it learned that coach lied about having a college degree and rescinded the offer. All right, USF is in my hometown. I went there for a semester. It's in Tampa. The deal is they could very well double Coach Neal's salary. They also have brand new basketball facilities. They redid the arena that they play in, redid the locker rooms, the training facility, and it is a big school with a new athletic director who's trying to really shape things up.
Coach Neal, do not go.
Do not go.
We love you. We want you to stay here.
I wonder
However,
if it's
we don't know though if he's even entertaining.
Yeah, Craig
it. We
Neal is
just know
not
that
talking
they are.
about this.
Okay.
Be interesting.